Hey everyone, this is Michelo, and we're back for another Life and Drawing podcast. This is episode 20, and this may be a shorter episode. Granted, all the episodes are relatively short, but this one is going to be shorter because this is somewhat live. Let's see if you can pick up what I plan to talk about as I draw. And this is, of course, on the. Oh, no, I can't say that because then I'll give it away. Are you guys figuring it out yet? Do, 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 do. Maybe. Man, that was horrible. I usually don't do undo, but that was pretty bad. I couldn't live with that. So, yeah, right, basketball, net, yeah. It's the finals, and the Milwaukee Bucks have won. I'm actually listening to post game interviews on NBA TV, and I thought, hey, what? It would be cool just to do an episode on the game. I don't know if you guys watched the game. I mean, these games are kind of late, they start at 9, and, like right now it's 1 in the morning. And so uh, I should be sleeping. I got to work tomorrow. But, you know, it's, I have to multitask, and so seizing the opportunity to make a video and also catch up on the game. And uh, so yeah, man, the Bucks won. I think it was a 50-year drought. I think the last is it 50 years? I think the last time the the team won a championship was in 1971, and so it's 2021. So, pardon me. So yeah, so that's yeah, that's 50 years. So I thought, hey, why not just talk about the NBA Finals? So who were you pulling for? Were some of you pulling for the Suns and Chris Paul, or were some of you pulling for the Milwaukee Bucks and Giannis Antetokounmpo? And so, um, yeah, I was conflicted. I was voting. I was rooting for uh, Chris Paul just because he's been in the league for such a long period of time, and he had some close moments in the playoffs, but there's always like some type of injury or something. Something always happened where that would that would just take him out of the game, um, and then I was thinking of Giannis as well because um, just struggles with the free throws, and I think his free throws were. I think he shot 15 for 18, I think, or 15 for 17, some crazy percentage. And granted, he is home, so they aren't doing the fast speed count that they were doing when he plays away. And so, but yeah, I was just pulling for him too as well, just to get that monkey off his back, so to speak. And so yeah, it was just one of those times where I'm like, man, it would be cool, for either to win. You know, I mean, certainly for Chris Paul, I mean, he's older. He's 36, and Giannis is 26. So yeah, so that's a 10-year gap difference. Um, Captain Obvious again. Um, but sometimes you win and sometimes you don't. Um, but you know, it sure would have been cool for Chris. But in the end, I ended up pulling for Giannis, and he's just wholesome dude. Just really humble and hardworking, and just not afraid of going to the line, and getting fouled and shooting free throws even when he's away. And folks are counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're counting all the way to 14 until he shoots. And so, this, of course, is not to proportion at all. uh, um, but yeah, so it's just pulling for him. Um, um, so yeah, so it was cool. It was cool to see, uh, just to see him win. And so, uh, but anyway, I'm gonna, though I'm talking about basketball, I'm gonna go back to what I do. Um, but there you go. That was a little basketball. Um, I don't know. Maybe I should continue just drawing it from different. Uh, so yeah. So I was pulling for Giannis. So you guys can leave in the description who you were pulling for, and were you satisfied with the results? And it's always, uh, what's the word? Uh, Controversial. Like, okay, how many fouls did this one team got, and was it fair? Um, and so you have to deal with that as well. And um, but you know it's hard to say. It's hard to really to decide on that, who won and or who's supposed to win and all that. And so, um, but anyway, I'm rambling, and I think it could be that I'm just working on fumes. So I was pulling for Giannis. Second thing, what about Giannis? Giannis Antetokounmpo, his brother, and I don't know if he's the oldest. I feel like he's the oldest. I'm not sure, because I'm not sure if his brother, who won last year with the Lakers, is older or younger. I think he's younger, and I think Giannis is probably older. But anyway, I mean, it's incredible story with them. Being born in Nigeria but growing up in Greece, Athens, Greece, and struggling, and him just looking at basketball as a way to get his family out of the struggle, and and that's what I really like about Giannis. He's just very humble. Um, um, just very down to earth as well. Uh, um, um, yeah, I mean, it's just wholesome to uh, just to see that, just to see that wholesomeness. Um, it's always inspiring, and uh, it just makes you uh, pull and root for the individual, even that much more. So, but now all three brothers have championships. Or have a championship, I should say. So I think it's him and another brother on the same team with the Bucks, and like I said, the third brother on the Lakers, and um, so yeah, man, I think that's super cool. So, um, and then finally, well, you know what? Let's stay on the honest for a bit, because I mean, the commentators were some commentators were picking on him pretty hard, saying, "Man, he can't hit free throws. How could he be a superstar and have a poor free throw percentage?" You know, commentators like Skip Bayless, who is notoriously um, critical. Like I mean, they're critics, and so that's part of their job description. And so, but I think many times Skip plays more of a character just to um, just to be a contrarian, and honestly I feel like that's not necessary. I mean, if you want to draw ratings and stuff like that, I believe you can do it without having to take on a certain personality, be a naysayer, or just be more constantly negative. So I don't think in the long run that bodes well, uh, particularly for your reputation and your uh, the level of respect you um, you would garner if you were genuinely objective and not just like nitpicking and just overly critical, to the point where it would come across as a vendetta. Um, so yeah, I feel like Giannis improved each time, was fearless, took shots that he probably shouldn't have taken. He actually hit a big three in this game and to stem the tide. Um, so yeah, I think it was a truly excellent performance, because he wasn't really getting a whole lot of help from his other co stars until later in the third and fourth quarters, and so for him to maintain that focus and continue to trust his teammates, um, that that's a great testament to his character and his belief, in his teammates, and um, so yeah. So who do you think, as I begin to wrap up, who do you think is gonna win it all next season? I think the Bucks are gonna repeat. I mean, there have been a lot of injuries this past season, in the playoffs and the regular season, and so um, it's crazy. Like they were interviewing Giannis, and he started cramping. He had to stand up, uh, and so but um, so they had to pause. They have to pause the. They have to. They have to. They have to. They had to pause. They had to pause the interview. He started cramping. But yeah, who do you guys think gonna win? think Brooklyn Nets, if if KD's back healthy and Kyrie as well, and if they stay healthy, I mean that's the biggest thing. It's just like if teams stay healthy, it's a good landscape. You've got the Brooklyn Nets. You have the Bucks. You have Denver. Uh, the the Mavs, depending on who they get. Um, who else? The Clippers as well. Lakers. I think they need a few pieces. Man, Anthony Davis need to really get just cooking with, um, you know, just staying healthy and I guess it's easy for us who are, I guess, non-players to say that. We don't really know what these guys go through. Um, I mean, I guess some we do. They show their workouts and stuff like that, like a LeBron and um, Steph and other top-notch players. I am so spacey with this. I mean, I'm usually random, but I feel like I'm so like I don't know if it's like a a denial of tiredness and that my focus are not it's not here. So um yeah, this is I don't know. This is really disjointed. I mean, not the topic. It's just my drawing. My drawing is actually throwing me off. Um, and so, uh, but yeah, man. Let us know who you think is gonna win it all. It's hard for me to say. I think if the Brooklyn Nets are healthy, they're formidable. They are a formidable team, and if the Bucks, I mean, they stay healthy, they uh, I I think they'll be fine also. Um, so yeah. I mean, I think it's up there for the taking. So anyway, thanks so much for taking the time to watch this. Just join it. Spontaneous. I was just like, oh yeah, I'm watching the post game. Let's do a podcast about the NBA Finals, the 2021 NBA Finals, and so yeah, Bucks have won, and it'll be next year for the Suns, and if they keep their core, I think they have a good chance of coming back, and so um, I think the West is a little bit more stacked. You got Blazers, um, uh, like I said, the Mavs, Denver. So the East. You know, well, I guess you got Philadelphia in the East, and I think they may be trading Ben Simmons. And so who knows how that's gonna pan out. So, um, but anyway, thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. The other videos I have been placing the youtube.com/Mr. Lolly. For whatever reason, I thought I had my own URL, but I don't. I think I need to have I think 1,000 subscribers before I can get a custom URL. But I felt like I was able to type that in one time or a few times in the past, and it would just come to my page. So that's not the case. So if you don't see that banner any longer, that's why. Because it would take you to nowhere, no man's land. And so, or I should say, nowhere's land, right? Um, yeah, it's crazy because I'm starting now to get a feel of this composition and what I may want to do, but it's too late. It's 1:22, and we're just gonna call it quits. I'm trying to make myself stop, and I just keep going. So it's not helping. I just keep going. I'm like, Michelle, stop drawing. Say goodbye. You say goodbye first. No, you go first. No, you say goodbye first. You say goodbye first. No, you say goodbye. Oh, before I say goodbye, I updated my Clip Studio Paint EX. For a second, I thought I ought to buy the new program, and I was like, I don't want to do that. But it finally allowed me to update it, and there were some cool new brushes, and so that's really exciting. Oh wow, that was really anticlimactic. I'm gonna go because I'm fading and I'm just jibber jabbering as if I'm intoxicated. So I'm intoxicated with tiredness. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching this very disjointed presentation. I will be better next time for sure. And if not, then I will purpose to be better the next time. Hope you guys have a great evening, great morning, night, or afternoon. Peace.